Welcome to your number one news source for all that nerdish on Pornhub, the Creatia Conversation. I am your host, the Patron State of Podcast, and Word Matt Ritter, and I'm here with my co-host this morning, Miss Katie Kinsey Bay, the host of the She Leads Showcase Inside the Mind of In the Crowd and Storytime with Miss Katie Kinsey Bay. Yeah,
Hey.
now you can wave. Come on, you know the intro.
Hey.
You think I was just going to drop off all the things that you do randomly?
I mean, I do a lot of things.
You do a lot of things. You do. Hey, Ben, Katie.
Oh, you know, fine, I guess.
Haven't seen you in 24 hours.
I know. This might be the first time that we haven't done back to back to back.
In a while, yeah.
In a while.
What's up, Will? Nice to see you. Last time I saw you was post-coitus on my end, not yours. It could have been on your end, but you're not going to tell anybody. So yeah, it was my anniversary. Technically, yesterday we celebrated Saturday night. We went out, got a nice dinner, went axe throwing, came back, fucked my wife, had a good time, and then she fell asleep. So I came down and did a podcast because I was like, I got nothing else to do. Like I thought, we might stay up a little later. No, I wore her out, put her to sleep, so it was all free for the rest of the night. And we had a blast with Wednesday Night Wallow.
Yeah, that was an episode. It was one hell of an episode, to say the least.
It was, and then also on Saturday, so we got married 6 years ago. It was our 6-year anniversary, right?
Mm-hmm.
2017, October 1st, 2017. And for that, I bought Halloween plugs with little Michael Myers faces on them that I have been wearing for the last 6 years. I got them for my wedding. I wore them, and I never took them out. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, he wore those for 6 years and he never took them out. No, like my ears are clean. Like I moved the plugs around. I cleaned them. Like my ears were clean. However, because I never actually unscrewed the plastic, I thought, hey, I'm going to do something I haven't done in 6 years. I've got these earrings that I used to wear, these bad boys right here, which I used to wear all the time. I'm going to put those in, kind of get dressed up. This is a ring that I wear to work because it's made of silicone. So I put my metal ring on and stuff. Like I was getting all dressed up. I'm like, let me do that. And my wife's texting me because she heard what I said. I was like, let me do that. So I tried Saturday to get these fucking things to break loose, and I could not get them to break fucking loose. I couldn't do it. It was driving me insane. So then I'm like, all right, fuck it. We go out. But like the longer I knew that I couldn't get the fucking earrings out, the more I had to get these earrings out. So like the next day, because I had more time, I got fucking pliers, and I grabbed onto them with pliers on both ends and tried to, and I couldn't like get a good grip on them and twist them. I tried to get Kate to do it. She couldn't do it. So finally I just said, fuck it. And I grabbed a pair of, we'll call them cutters. They have another name for them, but it's not exactly a PC name. And I don't know why they call them that. I don't want to get us canceled. So, they're like industrial grade, like wire cutters and shit. They'll cut through a bunch of shit. And they're just plastic. So I put those on right behind my ear. Broke the fucking plugs because I had to, but I got them out. So
It's so sad.
It is.
It's disheartening. Especially because they're Halloween. It's spooky season.
It is spooky season. I also watched Insidious the Red Door for the first time yesterday, finally getting caught up on some shit.
How'd you like it?
It was slow, but it wasn't bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was good. I enjoyed it for what it was. It just felt really slow. And that's like the one thing Kate and I said as we were sitting there watching it together. We're like, this isn't bad. It's just slow. Which, like, the fifth movie in the fucking franchise, that shouldn't be an issue.
I mean, that is very true. But, I mean, they did tease kind of another one. So.
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah, they're going to keep making money. As long as they make money, they're going to make more movies.
I mean, more Patrick Wilson, I'm not going to complain.
We also started, because I just randomly thought about it during the movie and then waited way too long and wasted a whole day, a 31-day horror movie challenge that everyone got a mulligan on for yesterday. But if you're here watching this today and you want to join in, all you have to do is watch one horror movie a day for the rest of October. And then you can go on Twitter or your social media place of choice.
Preferred platform.
31 horror movies in 31 days. Make a post, start a thread, post every day and what movie you watched, and tag your friends and see if they want to get involved and join you in it and have a little fun. I tag Katie and Will and Reek and Justin. Um, I know Will said he's getting on it. You, luckily, watched uh, Times get beat up Michael Myers, so you were safe.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, well, I have time to kill. It was my niece's birthday party yesterday, so I was like, I have time to kill. So I just put on AMC, and I like caught. It like was just starting, so I got to finish all of that before I had to go. So it worked out perfectly. It was a great time.
Oh, hey, that's a good point, Katie. Let's take a look at what's going on today for AMC Fear Fest for all you horror fans, because it's fucking October and Katie loves horror movies. I love horror movies. So let's see. This is from September 1st. That's not helpful. That's the countdown. Full Fear Fest 2023 schedule. That's what I want.
Hey.
So this is from today. Here, you know what? Let's do this. Before we do that, I'm gonna officially make it newsy time. But before we do that, I want to thank everybody, especially Will, who's in the chat, who's starting 28 weeks later, or now, I don't know, for joining us. Whether you're over on Twitch.tv/Creatia World, which has a thing somewhere in. Why are there so many in here?
Y'all have too much going on.
Twitch.tv/Creatia World. If you are watching us there live, you can get yourself an Amazon Prime subscription, so you get deals on, like, shipping and percentages off, is at least what the website tells you, on stuff like that. But you also get Prime Gaming with that. It's part of the bundle. It doesn't cost you anything extra. You can link that Prime Gaming account to your Twitch account, and it gives you a bunch of cool shit for all of your favorite video games, but it also gives you a free sub on Twitch every single month that you can give to your favorite content creator, or anyone else, but over here at twitch.tv/Creatia World. And it helps them out. Like, the more subs and followers and people enjoying our show that we get, the more support we get, the more content we can produce for you, the more entertaining we can be, the more opportunities we have for sponsorships and things like that, and make this whole thing where we come here and we talk about dumb shit for you. And I out my wife for having sex with me when she probably prefer I keep that private, for your entertainment, all possible. So you should do that. Yeah. You can also go to youtube.com/Creatia World. And at youtube.com/Creatia World, it's free to like, to subscribe, to comment. Will, in the comments, tell us what that does. Katie, on air, tell us what that does.
Boost the algorithm, helps find new listeners.
That is correct. Boost the algorithm helps us find new listeners, which goes back to what I said about, like, I'm a man whore, all right? 1 listener, 5 listeners, 10 listeners, 100. It's not enough. I constantly need more. Share me around. Whore me out. Tell all your friends about me and my big podcasting dick and how they need to get some, so that they can come enjoy what you enjoy. See, look, there he is. There he is. Boost the algo. It helps find new listeners.
Nailed it.
No, seriously. If you guys enjoy us, share us with people you also think would enjoy, so that they can come listen to us and all the things that I said. Like, it'll be fantastic. You can also check us out for now. Still working out the kinks on this at pornhub.com/model/Creatia World, which is my favorite place for you to watch us, because it was my fucking idea to put podcasts on Pornhub, and it's been great for the last few years, outside of Pornhub being difficult about some things like screen porn parodies. But we do have porn parodies there, which are Pornhub exclusives that you can go watch and enjoy and have fun with, and it's all a good time. It's a great thing, so go check that out as well.
Yeah.
All right, Katie, it's newsy time. And right off the bat, because we talked about it, posted today, October 2nd, 2023, from Patrick Canaval over at comicbook.com, the full Fear Fest 2023 schedule of horror movies on AMC released for October.
Let's go.
All right. So the complete schedule October 2nd through October 4th. We've got, let's see, where are we at? So right now it is 1:10 Eastern and everything's Eastern. So Halloween Resurrection is on right now.
Oh, good thing I already watched it yesterday.
Halloween H2O is next.
Mm-hmm.
Misery, Rosemary's Baby, and Cursed Films at 11 p.m. Eastern tonight.
Okay.
Tomorrow, starting right at 12 a.m., we have Misery again. Drag Me to Hell at 9:15. The Right after that. The Prodigy, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake from 2003. Candyman, I'm assuming the original.
Probably.
Ghost Ship, and then 13 Ghosts.
Damn, okay.
Right after that, speaking of Insidious the Red Door, Insidious the Last Key on October 4th at 12 a.m. And then kicking off October 4th in the morning, Wes Craven's New Nightmare, A Nightmare on Elm Street 4, A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, A Nightmare on Elm Street 2, A Nightmare on Elm Street, A Nightmare on Elm Street remake, and then a Friday the 13th remake.
I mean, that's a choice to go like reverse order, but okay.
And then I'm only going to close out what we got this week. So let's see if Monday's the 2nd, 3rd, 4th is Wednesday, so 5th is Thursday. Mm-hmm. So the 5th, 12 a.m., Child's Play 2019, the remake. 9 a.m., we got Sinister 2, 11:15, Freddy vs. Jason, Friday 13th remake, A Nightmare on Elm Street remake, Poltergeist, I'm assuming the original, The Exorcist, 1973, and Jeepers Creepers. And then on Friday, right at 12:45 a.m., we're kicking it off with Creepshow, Eli Roth's A History of Horror at 9:30 in the morning if you're into documentaries. The Uninvited, Poltergeist, Jeepers Creepers, Rob Zombie's Halloween, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, and VHS 94.
Okay.
Saturday is going to be an all-day event. We got VHS 99, Dark Skies, Quarantine 2 Terminal, Rob Zombie's Halloween, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, Final Destination 5, The Final Destination, which is Final Destination 4, Final Destination 2, and Final Destination 3. I need to know who's programming the shit and why they're not putting these movies on in order.
It makes no fucking sense. I don't understand. Like, it's bothering me.
So VHS 99 is Saturday. Sunday, because again, we won't see you again until Monday. And then I'll do the week. I'll save this and I'll do next week's next week. Sunday at 1 a.m., Final Destination 2, The Land of the Dead, Night of the Living Dead, The Dead Zone, 1408, Misery, Firestarter, Christine, and then Christine again. Back to back Christine.
Why?
It's a 7 p.m. Eastern. Christine, 1983. 11:46 p.m. Eastern. Christine, 1983.
See, now this is why AMC's got to catch hands. Like, there's no reason. There's not a single fucking reason. But good to know.
What's up, Bridget? How's it going? Will's cutting his beard. That'll be interesting. Can't wait to see that. I look weird when I shave, like completely. There's no hair here, so like, we'll see.
The same.
How often do you shave, Katie?
Oh, I mean, this massive beard that I have to shave it. I got to trim it every day.
We're gonna move on.
Calm down.
Say something inappropriate. No. Let's talk toys, and we're not talking about the kind that you can get at Adam and Eve. We'll talk about those later. This is also from comicbook.com. This is from Nicole Drum. Toys R Us planning a brick and mortar comeback. Toys R Us is planning yet another physical comeback, including airport and cruise ship locations. Toys R Us is making a comeback again. WHP Global, the parent company of the iconic toy store, announced that they are expanding the store's brick and mortar footprint by up to 24 flagship stores, and also has plans to open stores both in airports and on cruise ships. The expansion has been dubbed the Air, Land, and Sea expansion, with the first airport location set to open in November at Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. According to CNN, no details about which cruise lines or when those stores would open was provided, but cruise stores will reportedly sell cruise-themed merch. As for the new flagship stores, they are set to open in the 2024 holiday season as a part of a new deal with Go Retail Groups. These new locations join the 452 Toys R Us shops currently in Macy's stores nationwide. The new flagship stores are set to open in prime locations that complement the existing retail footprint at Macy's, as per spokesperson. If you guys remember, back in 2017, Toys R Us officially filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, and soon after began closing stores. In 2018, True Kids Inc. purchased the brand in a 2018 liquidation sale and plans to open a dozen standalone stores in malls across the country, but ultimately only 2 open, one in Jersey and one in Texas, 2 places I don't want to go, both of which later closed. Then in 2021, WHP Global acquired Toys R Us and teamed with Macy's, rolling out their physical presence in Macy's stores in 2022. I didn't even know that Toys R Us was in Macy's.
I didn't either. Because who the fuck goes into Macy's?
Not me.
Not me.
And I know that like Go calendars and stuff, I know those are in the mall. So I'm wondering if there's going to be like a Toys R Us section in that, or if they're actually going to start opening like physical toy stores again. Because that's what I need. Like now, especially now, like I have Zoe, right?
Mm-hmm.
I love being able to take her to places like that. Because like I remember the joy and wonderment that I had when I got to go into places like that and see stuff like that. So I would love to take her and like just watch her like look around. Oh my God, all the toys. Like I'm not buying half the shit she's gonna want because she's got enough shit. But just take her and look, get her something, you know, give it something to be excited about. You know, I remember always wanted to go to Toys R Us, and it's crazy to me that the store's closed.
I was so sad. I was like, this was my childhood. Like I would go almost every week if we could. Like just look around. I wouldn't get anything, but like just look, you know. And the fact that it's not an actual like store again, because I know exactly where the old one used to be by my house. It's very disheartening.
Yeah, but now you have a reason to go, Vince. Now you can go with Melissa and then just ditch her and go to the Toys R Us section.
It really did. Just like
wash all the stress away. Shout out to Justin from the Get Show podcast and my co-host, the Pornhub Poppy SES Vince, joining us in the chat, along with Bridget and Will. You want to watch a trailer?
Yeah.
All right, so we have Winnie's Hole.
Excuse me?
Sister Death, Obliterated, and When the Trash Man Knocks. Which one would you like to watch?
First of all, what in the fuck? I mean, Obliterated sounds like it could be fun. Sure, let's start there.
You don't want to start with Winnie's Hole? You want to save that for later?
Yeah, we'll save Winnie's Hole for later.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Target is in the crosshairs. 3, 2, 1.
Let's finish this. We have the nuke. Get me, Haggerty.
Who has one thumb and just saved Las Vegas? This guy! That motherfucker!
Did he give you Vince
We
energy?
just saved Vegas.
Yeah.
If the world knew what we did here today, they'd want us to party like the rock stars we are.
Are you feeling it? Oh, I'm feeling it.
You feeling it?
Is this like Hangover if it was a heist movie?
Bomb you deactivated was a fake. We still have the 5-kiloton nuclear device.
Oh, shit.
Have until 9 a.m. If you do not comply, the city will be obliterated.
See, this is why I don't drink.
Or TC.
Oh, good for you, Paul. We should all be so fucking boring.
Did you hit that?
Of course not.
Now, I don't care how messed up we are. We're still the best in the game.
Let's do it.
Make one move and I'll blow you motherfuckers away. I have a clean shot.
Even though I am half drunk and he is fully drunk and high, we're the only people on the planet who can keep it from getting blown to hell.
Just now.
Yeah.
We believe he was drugged.
Any idea what drugs they gave him? All of them.
All right, Netflix. I am all for great value Brad Pitt in a hangover heist movie.
Honestly, I didn't know what I was gonna expect, but no, I like that.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
And also, giant fucking dildo. Always fun. Just randomly in the trailer.
Of course, there's always one.
Who doesn't need a giant dildo?
Some people don't want a giant dildo.
This is just Tuesday for me. Will, question. Are you blowing things up on a Tuesday and diffusing bombs and saving the world, or just the party aspect of it? It was great value, Brad Pitt. He's doing all of them. All of them.
All the drugs.
All right. Are you an Office fan?
No, actually, I'm not.
Well, I know Travis is. I'm more of a Parks and Rec guy. But apparently, even though you have the UK version of The Office and the American version of The Office, there is an Office reboot rumored to be in the works from the original showrunner. This comes from Patrick Kavanaugh's comicbook.com. With it being a decade since the final episode of the American The Office, fans often wondered if we could get a new take on the material, with a new rumor from Puck News claiming that once the writer's strike is officially resolved, which
Now it is.
one of the many projects that will be moving forward will be a reboot of the sitcom. Not only would a new take on the concept be on the horizon, but the outlet claims that Greg Daniels, one of the co-creators to adapt the British sitcom, would be returning to the franchise and be involved in the project. The outlet noted, "We are also about to see a fire hose of announcements of projects and castings that have been held back for fear of bad optics or violating guild rules. Greg Daniels is set to do a reboot of The Office, for instance, which means we're going to have a shit ton of news for you guys coming up very soon. The original BBC series ran for 2 6-episode seasons and 2-episode Christmas specials. The American Office debuted 2 years after the BBC's Christmas special, and its first season ran for just 6 episodes, serving as a mid-season replacement. The debut episode is almost a complete remake of the debut episode of the original series, though future seasons pivoted from its predecessor to explore its own characters and dynamics. The remake did, however, maintain the love connection between Secretary Pam, Dawn in the original series, and Jim, Tim in the original series. The impact of the American series, largely due to amassing 200 episodes, is arguably stronger than the original program, to the point that many audiences likely don't even know the American series is itself a reboot. This isn't the first time reports of a continuation of a series have been teased, though other reports have hinted that a spin-off of the series was more likely than a complete reboot. Eventually, the ambiguity of this reboot, for example, means it's possible that whatever Daniels might potentially be working on isn't necessarily a remake of the original premise, but could be a new series focusing on any of the original characters. Stay tuned for possible future of The Office.
Now, first and foremost, why in the fuck do we need another reboot? Do people not have original ideas anymore?
No, they do
Why
not.
is everything a reboot or a remake? It's like
I personally, okay, so let's have this discussion. I honestly don't mind reboots and remakes.
I don't, but like, do it for stuff that's like older. Like, The Office is still from like
10 years ago?
10 years ago. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's not far enough.
Katie's
for a whole
saying
fucking
at
thing.
least 3 decades before you start rebooting shit.
Honestly, yeah.
Okay. And I feel that, like I said, like I've always been a fan, especially as a horror movie. 30 years, almost 30 years later, they rebooted Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The original Nightmare on Elm Street came out in 2000 or in 1984. It was like 2010 when the reboot came out. 1981 for Friday the 13th. It was 2009 for the reboot, remake, whatever you want to call it, things like that. So, yeah, roughly close to 30-ish years around that time frame. Let's see how long this actually happens. Greg Daniels is great. No Rainn Wilson, Riot. I'm going to talk about that in a second. But anyway, I agree with you because the things that I loved from my childhood no longer hold up. Like technology has changed, and you can't take somebody like my daughter and have her watch this. She's going to be like, what is that? Why is the phone attached to the wall? What's an answer? Like shit like that. Like kids don't know this shit. So taking these films and updating them for a new audience, I'm always for. And I know a lot of people hate it because I love what I love and I love what I grew up on. And I'm not that person. I'm never going to be that person. I find joy in just about everything. I try and find something to enjoy. Same, I agree. If the reboot sucks, there's always the OG. There's that too.
There's just like certain things you don't have to like reboot though. Like you can continue on something at a later point in time, like Scream. Like had its original trilogy, and then we got Scream 4, and then a few years later we got the next ones. Like that's fine.
You do realize, Vince, that you were the reboot of the Smack and Raw podcast, right? Like it existed, and then we rebooted it with you and the Spits and Swallows. You are the Smack and Raw reboot, bro. I can absolutely reboot it again and replace you with Katie or Kate, like however you want to do it.
Katie and Kate.
Katie and Kate, yeah. But another trailer?
Sure.
I think we're gonna watch Winnie's Hole.
Fuck.
Well, you thought you were gonna get away from that?
I really did.
You're not getting away from that.
What the fuck is this?
When life seems not to go our way, am I a mess? Am I okay? We know that change comes from within. You are that change beneath the skin. You play a virus, spread disease, explore expanding. Piece by piece, find cells to grow, survive, transform. Adapt your host, perfect their form. More limbs and jaws, teeth and claws. Locate more hosts, infect because to propagate our only cause. This story is not what it was.
What in the horror movie Dr. Seuss shit is this?
I just love that one day somebody sat down and said, we're just going to make Winnie the Pooh a horror movie. And now we're getting a sequel to that horror movie. Now we're getting a horror video game on Steam where like Winnie the Pooh is diseased and spreading it, like gonorrhea to his friends.
Why?
Why not, Katie? Why not?
I was like expecting like, oh, maybe like a cute little anime. Sure. Winnie the Pooh.
So here's the thing. I read Winnie's Hole and I thought this is going to be something fucked up. But then I saw the same thing you saw, that, the bear without the shirt. And I'm like, okay, this is just going to be like a kid's video game or something.
Yeah.
And we were both wrong.
It
was exactly what I thought it was going to be based on the name. I also feel like Winnie's Hole is something we could find on Pornhub and watch.
No.
Just saying.
I feel like we're getting into furry territory if we do that, and I am not about that life.
You are not about that life. And I am not about that life either. I get it. It is what it is. If you are, we're not yucking yums, as long as everything that you're into is fully legal. We don't yuck any yums. It's once we get into the, dirty illegal aspects of things where yums get yucked. We try not to. Speaking of legal things, like, purchasing sex toys or energy drinks or things for your dog, we have a place that you can go for all of those things. First and foremost, you can go to patreon.com/CreatiaWorld and you can support us. Throw us a little bit of money. You can throw us $1. You get Return to Wrestling and you get Multiverse with Travis and Mara. Multiverse with Travis and Mara is a show that they talk DC animated films, and their latest episode, Batman's Long Halloween, is out. I didn't say Halloweeny this time. So you guys can check that out. Batman The Long Halloween, I believe, is what it's called. But there's an entire back catalog. You can go back and check out all the episodes that they've done, all of the animated DC films that they've checked out, reviewed, and talked about. And also, for that same dollar, not a different dollar, not another dollar, the same dollar that you already paid for that, you get Return to Wrestling with me and Travis, where we talk old school WCW. We started in 1995. We are all the way up through Super Brawl 1998, and there will be a new episode dropping this month. As well. So hop on there, get that new episode, and go back and check out everything that we've done if you haven't already signed up, or if you have and you've got some free time, go back and listen to all of the WCW stuff. But we have sponsors, we have ads. It's the thing I was talking about before, the sex toys and the energy drinks and the stuff for your dog, which are not related to the furry stuff that Katie was talking about prior to this. All of that is available, and an ad that I'm going to play here in a second. But if you don't like ads, if you don't want to watch ads, we have a tier just a little higher than the $1 tier. You can go check out, if you go to patreon.com/CreatiaWorld, where you get everything in the $1 tier plus more, including all of our shows ad free. So you don't have to sit through ads. However, as I always say, we do have some awesome sponsors with awesome discounts for you that we want you to learn about, that we want you to know about, that we want you to check out. So do that.
Spice things up in the bedroom. Then it's time to check out Adam and Eve. Did you see Adam and Eve is the leading adult toy store that offers a wide range of products to help you explore your sexual desires. Whether you're looking for something to use solo or with a partner, they have everything you need to satisfy your cravings. From vibrators to lingerie, bondage gear to lubricants, AdamandEve.com has it all. And the best part, you can shop with confidence, knowing that all their products are of high quality and backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. That means whether you bought a dildo, sex swing, penis ring, vibrator, anal sex toy, bondage toy, couples toy, lube, or accessory, you can get a refund within 90 days if you're not 100% satisfied. No questions asked. And right now, as a special offer to our listeners, Adam and Eve is giving you 50% off almost any item on their website. That's right, 50% off. And if you act now, you'll also get free shipping. So go to adamandeve.creatiaworld.com and use the offer code erotica at checkout. That's erotica at adamandeve.creatiaworld.com for 50% off almost any item and free shipping. Don't wait. This offer won't last very long. The link is in the description. Attention dog lovers. Are you looking for high quality products to spoil your furry friend? Then you need to check out dog.com. Because you see, dog.com is the go-to online store for all your dog-related needs. They offer a huge selection of dog food, treats, beds, and more. Plus, they have products for all types of dogs, from puppies to seniors and everything in between. And the best part, you can shop with confidence knowing that all their products are made with your dog's health and happiness in mind. Dog.com only stocks top-rated brands that you can trust, so you can rest easy knowing your dog is getting the best. And right now, as a special offer to our listeners, Dog.com is doing a big warehouse clearance sale. And all you have to do is go to dog.creatiaworld.com and you can get up to 80% off on all sorts of items like toys, treats, bones, harnesses, bowls, leashes, and anything else you can think of. So go to dog.creatiaworld.com and take advantage of this sale right now. Spoil your furry friend with the best products from dog.creatiaworld.com today. Link is in the description. Are you tired of feeling sluggish and unfocused throughout the day? Then it's time to try Dubby, the ultimate energy source. Dubby is a powerful clean energy drink that is designed to help you stay alert and focused no matter what life throws your way. Whether you're a student, a busy professional, an athlete, or especially a gamer, Dubby can give you the boost you need to take on the day or the night. It also contains important aminos and vitamins that canned energy drinks simply don't have. And the best part, Dubby is made with high quality ingredients and is completely sugar-free, maltodextrin-free, and is keto-friendly. So you can enjoy the energy boost without any of the crash, jitters, or angst that comes with traditional energy drinks. Simply mix W with water and you'll have a delicious, refreshing energy drink that can help you power through your entire day. And with a variety of flavors to choose from, including Galaxy Grenade, Beach and Peach, and Dragonade, you're sure to find one that you love. So go to w.creationworld.com and order your W today. And for a limited time, use code Creatia at checkout to get 10% off your order. That's Creatia at w.creationworld.com for 10% off. Try W today and feel the difference. The link is in the description.
Did I give you a tiny heart attack?
I was like, if he doesn't come back, this isn't like smacking it raw. I can't do this on the fly. I don't have access to these articles.
I would never do that to you. Speaking of doing that to you, let's see. PlayStation.
Okay.
We got a couple things PlayStation news we should talk about because it's our focus, right? It's the title. But first and foremost, comicbook.com's Cade Onder, PlayStation's boss Jim Ryan is stepping down. PlayStation head Jim Ryan is reportedly leaving the company. PlayStation is one of the biggest gaming companies in the world, no shit, and has a major presence over the last 20 plus years in the industry. The company has earned its place in the market as one of the three big platforms thanks to its incredible consoles and equally fantastic games like Mortal Kombat 1, which I've been playing the shit out of. Since the PS3 era in particularly, Sony has had a strong focus on crafting strong first-party single-player games that have gone on to win numerous awards and even spawn critically acclaimed adaptations. As the company continues to grow and expand, many are interested to see what will come of the PS5 generation. However, it could change quite a bit going forward. Sony Interactive Entertainment CEO Jim Ryan is stepping down from his role at Sony in March 2024. So, like 6 months from now.
Okay.
He will continue to operate as president and CEO until then, but on April 1st, 2024, Hiroki Totoki, I know it's Hiroki because New Japan, will be appointed interim CEO of Sony Interactive Entertainment. Jim noted in a statement that he was having trouble striking a balance between his home life in the UK and his work life in the US, prompting him to make the decision to retire. Ryan took over for the previous Sony Interactive Entertainment president, Andrew House, in 2019. Fans have been critical of Ryan in recent years due to seemingly not respecting the value of true backward compatibility and the legacy of PlayStation's older games in addition to other things. He was also very actively against Microsoft's acquisition of Activision, and various comments, both public and private, rubbed some gamers the wrong way. However, PlayStation was a massive success during this time as the company navigated the launch of the PS5 during COVID, oversaw the release of some of the company's biggest games, such as The Last of Us Part 2, acquired both Insomniac Games and Bungie, and much more. And then there's a personal statement from him. As you will have seen in the news, I have announced my retirement of nearly 30 years at Sony Interactive Entertainment. I did not take this decision lightly, and I absolutely love Sony Interactive Entertainment and our community. But as of late, I have been finding it increasingly difficult to strike the right balance between having a home in the UK and my job in the United States. As mentioned in the press release, I will continue my role as president until March of 2024, effective April 1st, which, again, this feels like April Fool's, but neither here nor there. Hiroki Totoki will be appointed interim CEO and SI of Sony Interactive Entertainment while he continues his current role as Sony Group Corporation. I feel humble at having the opportunity to lead the company, delivering products that touch millions of lives, from award-winning games to the incredibly immersive technical achievements delivered with the PS5. I'm immensely proud of what we have achieved and very optimistic for the future of Sony Interactive Entertainment. Say that 5 times fast. From the beginning in Europe, it was clear that Sony had built something truly special. Generations later, I am still amazed by the excitement and passion of the PlayStation community. It is thanks to you that we've been able to keep innovating and delivering even greater experiences. Since 1994, generations of gamers have inspired us to do better, to push the boundaries, and the results have been incredible. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Any concern whatsoever with a new CEO taking over?
No. I mean, it seems like they kind of figure everything out. Plus, he's still going to be there for like 6 months, probably to help guide the new person in to like see everything. And plus, like you said, you have to be able to balance both like home life and work life. And if he's been doing it for 30 years, he's allowed to retire and just focus on being at home.
Well, he hasn't. No, he hasn't been doing it for 30 years. He took over as CEO in 2000.
Well, like in the company for 30.
Yeah. Well, maybe this will change your mind. This comes from VGC, Chris Scullion. Statue maker Gaming Heads claims Sony told it to destroy all PlayStation-themed stock. It is now telling pre-order customers to contact Sony about refunds. So, video game statue manufacturer Gaming Heads claims it's been told to destroy all of its licensed PlayStation stock. According to the company, this includes items currently in stock, including The Last of Us Part 2 Ellie statues, Jack 3 statues, and God of War statues and busts. It also includes pre-order items such as its Sly Cooper statue, The Last of Us Ellie and Joel diorama, and the Bloodborne statue and Ratchet and Clank statue. An open letter posted on the company's Twitter account suggests that the decision was made by Sony, but doesn't explain why it made this decision. It also name-checks PlayStation's group manager of commercial partnerships, Judy Ward, gives her out her email address and tells pre-order customers to contact her about your now canceled orders, payments, refunds, and what they will do for you. We've worked with Sony PlayStation for more than 10 years to bring you some of the best video game collectibles and have been trying hard to get them to change their mind, the statement claims. They know you paid your hard-earned money for the items that are already to ship or that are ready to ship to you or that are in production, but unfortunately, after doing all that we can, they have told us not to ship your orders to you. Our business priorities remain unchanged, in a recent direct quote from Sony. It also tells pre-order customers that Sony has already received royalty payments from you on your orders that Sony PlayStation now wants us to destroy and not ship to you. It adds, we remember Sony PlayStation's old tagline that they are for the players, but given their recent decision that they know adversely affects those in the collecting community willing to spend more on Sony PlayStation merchandise than on actual console, we are now not so sure. It should be noted that Sony has not delivered its side of the story yet, and as such, it is not yet clear why it decided to end the partnership.
What the fuck is going on over there?
That's what I'm saying. Like, the CEO's stepping down. They're canceling contracts, and I mean, they've already, according to the company, they've already received the money. And they're like, yeah, no, destroy that shit, don't ship it out. So you have to hear Sony's side of it and why, but also like,
I mean, this definitely has me very confused.
A lot of weird shit going on over there. What?
Travis said burn it all.
Inserts. Oh. Burn PlayStation to the ground and just everyone get Xbox. Is that what you're saying, Travis?
I don't know if that's exactly what he was implying.
I think that's what he's saying.
I mean, it might be. Everyone gets a Switch.
Travis is a huge Xbox fan. He cannot stand PlayStation.
Oh, well, then he's probably loving this.
That was sarcasm. I don't think he's ever owned an Xbox in his life, and me and him fight about it all the time. I don't know if Will's still here, but a show that Will and I both love, Heels. We have a little bit of news on. So last week we talked about how it got canceled. Comicbook.com's Aaron Perrine. Heels actively seeks new network, according to showrunner. Thank fucking God, because I need that season 3. And you need a reason to go watch seasons 1 and 2 without being like, oh, it's a cliffhanger, I'm not watching it. Heels is actively looking for a new network home after Starz canceled the series. Mike O'Malley told EW that they already, I believe that's Entertainment Weekly, they are already on the hunt, and he knew the bad news was coming. I really do think it's going to have a life someplace. We did not intend, nor do we intend, for season 2 finale to be the last episode of the show. So there's clearly some hope for another ring entrance for Heels. The Stephen Amell show was well received, and fans were canceling their Star subscriptions after the news of the cancellation broke. While all of that shows a commitment, the creative team needs another network to step in if there's going to be hope for another season of the show. We are actively doing it right now, and some of the actors are still under contract. Obviously, the writer's strike just ended. I couldn't have any conversations about this until now, and granted, they just told me on Friday, but not only are we trying to find a new network, I really believe Starz executives, when they say that they want to see future for the show too, because they did invest a lot in the show. I really do think it's going to have a life someplace else. Yeah, I'm excited because I need it. I need to come back. I do.
Yeah, well, I mean, you made a good point. I'm so sick of watching shows that end on cliffhangers and I don't get resolution. I want resolution before I watch the show.
I don't think that's for science, Will. I really don't think that's for science.
That's definitely science. It's a science.
It is a science. No, I was bummed. I've talked about it many times. Ash vs. Evil Dead on Stars. Loved it. They canceled it. It sucked. I hated the fact that they got rid of it, blah, blah, blah. And then I was getting the same thing here with Heels, and I'm like, come on. Why is it that every time I enjoy something Stars does? Because, like, my wife loves Outworld. That's the only reason, or Outlander, not Outworld. Outlander. Outworld's in Mortal Kombat. She loves Outlander. It's the only reason we have a Star subscription, so she can watch Outlander when it drops. They haven't canceled that.
No, they canceled yours.
Why is it just what I like?
Because the world hates you.
Clearly. Last bit of news, and then we'll do some trailers. This is also from VGC. This is from Tom Ivan over there. Blizzard's Hearthstone team has been hit with layoffs. 10 members of the staff have reportedly been made redundant. News of staff cuts seemingly broke via LinkedIn update from a former team member, and they were later confirmed by Activision Blizzard in a statement to Kotaku, reports Ethan Gatch. After 18 and a half years at Blizzard Entertainment, I have been laid off without notice as of today. The Hearthstone team is apparently being restructured, and my tools engineer role is no longer needed. They added, to the best of my knowledge, Hearthstone was doing well. They just recently shown off how well we were doing in a team meeting. A source told Gatch that 10 people had been impacted by the restructuring. Organizational changes were made to the Hearthstone team. As a result, a small number of roles have become redundant. An Activision Blizzard spokesperson said, "We want to thank these employees for their many contributions." It's always crazy to me that you can be with a company for 18 fucking years and just randomly one day they're like, you know what? We don't need you anymore. Thanks for everything that you've done, all the hard work you put in. Bye. Like,
yeah. With no notice too. That's fucked.
Why do you want Outlander canceled, Will?
Since they're canceling all of your shows, maybe.
Oh, okay. No, it's just, first off, Blizzard. I talked a lot about Diablo before it came out, right? Like, I fucking love Diablo. That's from Blizzard. Blizzard does a lot of great shit. Hearthstone's one of those things. It sucks to see the people who have been with the team for that long, working on the product, working on the content, losing their jobs because I would consider myself a tool engineer, neither here nor there. It really does suck to see people, you know, like I said, for that long working with the product, who know the product, who are, you know, they know what works, they know what doesn't, they know what the fans want because they've been there, they've heard it all. You lose them because jobs become redundant. I don't know if they're, you know, merging that with another gaming where they're like, oh, we already have another tools engineer and maybe he's been here for 25 years, so we're cutting the guy with the least seniority, like whatever the case is. But it always sucks to see, especially with no notice. Like, what the fuck is that shit?
Like they're posting shit on LinkedIn, and then that's how you find out you lose your job. I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
Like hands thrown. I'm trashing an office. Something.
I'm glad you said trash, Katie, because we have a trailer for When the Trash Man Knocks.
I completely forgot that was what the other one was called. I'm so good at this. I'm so good at my job.
You are. You are.
I still can't believe you've never heard about the Trash Man. Some say that every Thanksgiving, Crispin comes back out, looking for more people to help him complete his family, a family that will stay forever and never leave him. So if you hear him knocking,
that's so sad.
Don't open the door.
I mean, think of all the stuff you're missing out on just being in here. All you have to think about is making it to the end of your driveway.
I'm just so scared I won't even recognize it out there. Don't you think he might be out there waiting for you? Did you hear the news? They found her in a trash bag, Justin. That can't be a coincidence.
You have to remember, Mom, he disappeared.
It was the trash man. He's back.
Is that the reason that your mom doesn't leave the house?
I'd finish that drink if I were you.
So yes.
He's come back for you, Caroline.
Okay.
Putting that, I mean, it doesn't come out till November, so I mean,
okay.
not something that you think you're gonna want to watch, Katie. You don't want to review that on Getting Off with me.
Well, I mean, I'm your co-host for Getting Off. I have to be there. But like, as soon as they were like, "You don't know the trash man," I was like, I can't.
Oh, it's gonna be the worst B movie garbage, but it's gonna be great.
Trash. It was right there.
Yeah, it's gonna be trash. All right, we got one more here. Let's see if maybe this might spark your interest for a review. This is gonna be on Netflix, so.
I like Netflix. Okay.
Love nun porn. It's Trash Man.
Trash.
Ave María Purísima.
Sin pecado concebida.
Perdóneme, padre, ¿por qué he pecado?
Te escucho.
Acabo de llegar nueva aquí como maestra. No sé si estoy preparada.
Cuando escribió ese nombre, Anya.
¿Qué?
Nada.
Tengo duda.
Tú,
No lo mires, Ana Mari.
la niña santa.
María, Madre de Gracia.
Tu don es un regalo del cielo. Tu llegada a este convento tiene un motivo.
No hay que tocar sus dibujos. Si escribe tu nombre, estás maldita. No se mueva. Estoy justo detrás de usted.
Don't burn Jesus.
¿Y si solo vi lo que quería ver?
Entiendo, hija. Ya verás cómo todo irá bien.
Yeah, no, won't.
Okay. Now,
Just in time for Halloween.
Just in time for Halloween. It said before Veronica, and I've scrolled past that movie before, like the movie Veronica, and I never watched it. So maybe I'll watch that, and then I'll watch this. Who knows?
Put it on your list. You know, your 31 days of Halloween thing.
I'll get there.
Justin says, I don't want none of this. Taekwon showed up. I don't know if that's what he wants to do or if that's something else. I can see both. I mean, you're all the bis. You're bilingual. You're bisexual. So, like, I feel like this movie's perfect for you. I know you speak the Spanish.
I do speak the Spanish. I took 10 years of it. Yeah, I'm not fluent. I definitely could have been, but
well, thank God. I would hope you're not fluent.
Why?
Oh, because we're trying to do a show. I don't need you like puking everywhere.
I hate you.
But you know, that looks good. That looks good.
Yeah. Looks like a good time.
I said that was the last one, but we have time for one more, and I do have one more here. This is actually something coming from comicbook.com's Megan Peters. Has Been Hotel Season 1 trailer is released. So this is the full-blown animated series following its viral pilot, and the show's first trailer is here.
Okay.
Let's check this out.
Okay. I'm intrigued. Okay. Cute.
Thoughts?
I'd watch it.
Yeah. Let's see what else they had to say in this. If I can. Why does it do that? Every time I try and I go full screen and then I try and get out of the full screen, it won't get out of the full screen. Has Been Hotel is ready to take more guests. It has been some time since we've heard from the musical comedy, but A24 and Amazon Studios have kept in touch, and now we have learned full-blown Has Been Hotel show is in the works, and teaser's live, which is what we just watched. Soon we will be in hell. No, seriously, season 1 of Has Been Hotel from Vivian Medrano is coming January 24th, or 2024, not January 24th. And guess what? Season 2 is confirmed already. Creator Vivian Medrano shared on YouTube earlier today. As you can see above, the trailer brings out all of your favorite ghouls to life. We meet up with Charlie Morningstar once more as the Prince of Hell keeps up with her hotel, or Princess of Hell keeps up with her hotel. After all, the Happy Hotel has been created to rehabilitate sinners in a way to mitigate hell's overpopulation crisis. But as you can imagine, it isn't easy to rehabilitate sinners whose souls are damned to hell. This new peek at Has Been Hotel's looks downright impressive, and fans are eager to show. Wow, I cannot speak. This new peek at Has Been Hotel looks downright impressive, and fans are eager for the show to drop. Season 1 is slated to go live January 2024, and a second season has already been ordered. Has Been Hotel's full season will be overseen by Medrano as expected. After all, the creator brought Has Been Hotel to life in 2019 with an indie short done by freelance animators. The project went viral quickly as fans across social media fell for the black comedy, and from there, A24 and Amazon Studios got involved in bringing Has Been Hotel to life. And I feel like this is right up A24's alley.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, A24, like Justin said, A24 don't miss. It's factual.
I mean, but Mello don't miss, right?
Stop.
What?
We don't have to talk about that.
We don't have to talk about what? I'm just saying, like, you say things like A24 don't miss, Mello don't miss, and then, sometimes you're no longer North American champion.
He was NXT champion. How dare
Hold
you?
on, I'm getting there, but I guess that's not a miss, right? And then, you rebound and you become NXT champion, and then you're not that anymore. But is that also not a miss? Is that how that works? I'm confused.
You're so mean.
That's okay. Trix NXT North American champion, or as our friends say, African American champion. So,
No, that is true.
Oh, and Edge, just shits and gigs. Edge debuted for AEW last night. Thing that happened. Other matches happened. Nobody cares about. It was Wrestle Dream. Nah. But Edge debuted for AEW. It's official.
Adam Copeland debuted.
It's motherfucking Edge.
I know it's Edge. But, I mean, good for him. I have no problems with it.
Neither do I. And Katie, you know what else I don't have a problem with? Getting the fuck up out of here because I got to go to work. So that'll be it for today. I want to thank Katie for joining me. Katie, please plug yourself and everything that you do.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at KatieRasson13, the link tree I'm about to get all things Shillelagh Showcase, twitch.tv/Shillelagh Showcase, and youtube.com/Shillelagh Showcase, typically Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern. That's basically all right now. I'm still trying to get people for Inside the Mind of Star Trek Katie King's Base. I'm thinking about stuff. There's a Patreon, though, for non-exclusive wrestling content that you can see. Matt and I will be doing a spooky podcast later this month. So it'll be fun. No, we will. Sure. It'll happen.
Okay, because you keep telling me, but I still have zero detail.
Good.
As always, you guys can follow me on Twitter at MattRidders, at MATTRIDDER, or at Getting Off. That is Twitter only. If you want to follow me anywhere else, Threads, Instagram, or TikTok, it is at Smacking It Raw. You guys can follow everything Creatia World at It's Creatia World, ITSCREATIA World. That's Instagram, TikTok, and X, Twitter. For Miss Katie Kinsey Bebe, I'm the patron saint of podcast and the word Matt Ritter, and this has been your #1 news source for all that nerdish on Pornhub.